Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back. Today I want to talk about how to get your ex back if you cheated. Ooh, shame on you. And also, who is more likely to take their ex back after the ex cheated, men or women? Well, you're about to find out. But before I do that, I want to remind you to be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. And be sure to sign up for notifications so you'll know when a new video is up. So, cheating affects the sexes differently. And I'm going to read a few lines from an article on Elite Daily titled Take Back Cheaters or Not. It says, the thought of other people satisfying their partners sexually cuts men right at the heart of their masculinity, which makes sense since one of the main aspects of modern-day masculinity is a man's sexual prowess. Philip Hodson, therapist and fellow of the British Association for Counseling and Psychotherapy, agrees. For a betrayed woman, an affair is an offense against her dignity. For a betrayed man, it's an offense against his manhood. It goes right to the core of his identity. And that is the big difference. Since women don't have a manhood, it affects them differently, and men are usually less likely to take back a woman that has cheated on them, as opposed to a woman who is more likely to take back a man who has cheated. So that may be good news depending on which sex you are. Okay, so what can you do if you were caught cheating and your ex broke up with you, or for some reason you admitted it and your ex broke up with you? So first, if they caught you but they're not sure, don't deny it. They know you probably did, so fine. Admit it. And don't fight about the reason why you cheated. You can always discuss that later. Don't say, well, if you hadn't done this, well, you this, well, that, whatever. The fact is you cheated. So this is not the time to get defensive. You obviously apologize, but don't over apologize. Your ex isn't going to come back just because you keep saying, I'm sorry 100 times. Because also the thought is, are you sorry because you got caught or because you cheated? A lot of times it's because you got caught. So accept the breakup and actually say, you know what, I don't blame you, and accept full responsibility. That's the first step. Next, you are actually going to cut off contact for a while. How long? Well, that's hard to say. You have to look for signs that your ex isn't as angry and may be missing you. So you're not going to contact them for a while. Now, if they contact you, yes, you can respond. But if they don't, it may only take a week before you see signs of them missing you, or it might take 30 days or longer. They may try to punish you or make you jealous, but you have to stay calm. They're just reacting to the infidelity. They may reach out, they may send angry texts, but as I said, respond, agree with them, but do not post sad memes on social media. If you leave them alone, depending on their interest level, they will miss you if they hadn't heard from you, and they'll reach out. However, if they don't reach out, then it's up to you to reach out to them. And again, people are going to say, when should I reach out? There isn't a mathematical formula for when you should reach out. But if you can just somehow get a gauge as to where they are in terms of their feelings, because if they're still in anger, it's not going to be easy to get them back. But if the anger is turning to missing you, then it's going to be a lot easier. Again, look to their posts on social media and anything you hear from friends, family. There's different ways, just depending on your situation. So be cool, be insecure. Don't be insecure, and just trust the process. Contact your ex when you decide it's time to contact them. And if they don't answer, leave a voicemail. Your goal is to try to get them to meet up. Use any excuse you can. When they do agree to meet up, bring a gift. especially if it's a woman, something you know that the person really wants or need. And if you're not sure what gift to get, then bring a gift certificate. And in this meeting, you need to show that you've learned your lesson and you realize you made a mistake. You need to show that you've grown from the incident and realize you don't want to be that type of person anymore. And also put the line in there, no one is perfect. Because no one is. People make mistakes. And maybe your cheating was a mistake, maybe it wasn't. But make sure you use that line, because that often helps people in forgiving. So you want to show that you've changed. That's why deciding when to contact them is difficult, because if you contact them in 7 days, then people aren't likely to believe that you all of a sudden changed in 7 days. But if you need help in figuring out when to contact them, we can always do a coaching session. And also you want to make sure that you've cut off contact with the person that you cheated with and let your ex know that you've done that. However, if you work with the person that you cheated with, obviously that's going to be hard, but you have to let your ex know that it's over and you would never deal with that person again. Then you're going to ask your ex, what can you do to make it up to them? This is very important. Do not skip this. You have to ask them, what can you do to make it up to them? And you have to be willing to do whatever, and tell them you will do whatever, even if it means that it's going to cost you in the pocketbook. I mean, if someone cheated on me and I considered getting back with them, I'd be like, what can you do to make it up to me? I would say a nice trip to Tahiti and a nice resort. That'll make it up to me. So please cheat on me so I can get a trip to Tahiti. And also, the other question you want to ask is, how can you make them trust you again? Say, what can I do to make you trust me again? Does that mean that you have to have full access to my phone, to my emails, to my whereabouts at all times? Whatever. So they need to be able to trust you, and you have to agree to do whatever makes them feel comfortable in order for them to trust you. And also you have to look at what led to the cheating, because if you don't know what led to it, then how can you prevent it in the future? So you have to know why you did it in the first place. And maybe you need to go to therapy, you on your own, or maybe the both of you need to go. But you can't just get back together and not think about what triggered the cheating or what caused the cheating. Because, every relationship obviously has issues, but not everyone cheats. Some people resist, some people just end the relationship. So it's not like automatically that there's issues and people cheat. So why did you choose to cheat? And you got to get to the heart of that. Or maybe it was interest level. I mean, I cheated in my 20s on my boyfriend, and that's because I wasn't really that into him as much as he was into me. And also I was young. But then when I dated someone long-term in my 30s, even though I wasn't happy with the relationship, I didn't cheat. The thought didn't even cross my mind. So there is a lot of different ways to deal with a situation when things are not going well in your relationship. And also remember that you will probably never get back 100% of the trust that they had in you. And that's just what happens when you cheat on someone. They can never fully trust you again. So don't expect for them to trust you 100%. So I'd like you to comment below and tell me, have you or would you ever get back with someone who cheated on you? Let's find out what the statistics are on that. And in the meantime, if you need help getting your ex back, whether you cheated or for some other reason, then you can contact me at my website, theartoflove.net. The direct link is below. If you would like more videos like this, then be sure to hit the like button. And most importantly, please share this so people will be able to be helped get their ex back if they cheated, because people make so many mistakes when they're trying to get their ex back. And this would definitely be helpful to them, just as it's been helpful to you, hopefully. If you are listening on iTunes, I would appreciate if you would rate and review the podcast. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.